What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. As requested, I'm going to be doing a Rangers versus Motherwell prediction video. The other day I released a wee video about winning a signed Rangers shirt, and I'm glad to say that there's only 2 spaces left on that bonus ball. So we have raised so much money for the RFC charity. I'm absolutely chuffed about it. If you're one of the people that watch these videos and you decided to buy a bonus ball, then thank you so much. You're helping a lot of people with your small donation or big donation. Doesn't really matter as long as you're contributing a wee bit. Now let's get into the video. Rangers have been given 38,000 tickets for this Sunday for the semi-final of the Cup. Now I've just watched Pedro Caixinha's press conference speaking about the match, and I tell you something, that guy's passion and will to win, I think, is what's going to make him a successful Rangers manager. The key quote that I took for the press conference was Pedro saying there is only 2 options, win or win, and that is the sort of attitude that you want at Rangers. That is the sort of attitude that you want your manager to have. And you know what? If your manager's got that sort of attitude, then he's going to bring in players that have got the exact same attitude. Like your Bruno Alves, like your wee Morelos, he's running about all over the gaff. Like Graham Dorrans giving his all for the shirt. Talking about Graham Dorrans, he had an excellent game versus Motherwell, scoring 2 goals in the first game of the season. And let's get into Motherwell's form a wee bit. Since then, Motherwell haven't had a bad result other than against St Johnstone. Yes, they get beat off Aberdeen after they pumped Aberdeen in the Cup, but against St Johnstone as well, they were down to 10 men and they were defeated quite heavily. But since we beat them, they've not had a bad result. They've been on great form, and in fact they're only 1 point behind us in the league. Now looking at the goals that we've scored and the goals that we've conceded, we have scored 5 more goals than Motherwell, but we've conceded the exact same amount of goals. Now that tells me that both of us have got a wee bit of a leaky defence, but we score more goals, and that is why I think we're going to beat Motherwell 3-1. Don't ask me who I think the goal scorer is going to be, because I always give mad answers. Like at the start of the season I was constantly saying Morelos, because his goals have dried up a wee bit, but no, his work ethic, he's still putting in a shift. He's just not being rewarded with the chances right now to score. So I'm just going to go with big Bruno Alves to stick the jaggy bonnet on it, stick it in top corner, from a corner, something like that. Let's look at both players' best attackers. So we've got Morelos and they've got Moult. If you compare the 2 guys, Morelos has actually got better stats than Moult. He's scored 1 more goal and he's got a much better conversion rate. And believe it or not, Morelos is actually offside less regularly than Moult, which is hard to believe because the wee man gets caught offside quite a lot, something he probably needs to improve on. And another thing that we probably need to improve on is getting him the chances. He averages just over 1 shot a game compared to Moult's 3 shots a game. I seen an article and it says that Caixinha is putting McCrory in the squad. Obviously he's like a veteran squad member now, by the way. He's putting Bierman back in the squad, Jonas and another youth player, but I'm not sure who. And I've been keeping him up with under 20s actually, and Ryan Hardy has scored 5 goals in his last 2 games. He scored a hat-trick versus Brentford and he scored a double versus AZ Alkmaar, just there. I think that big Ryan Hardy deserves a call-up. What do you think? Leave your opinion in the comments. Also tell me in the comments what you think the score will be and what you think the team should be. Now this is my team prediction, so I've had to write it down so I remember, so I'll just read it out. We've got Alan Wick in goals, obviously, because he's been starting all the cup games, doing really well actually, played well against Partick Thistle in the previous game. And right back, I would have Tavernier obviously. I think he's a very much improved player this season. He's been a wee bit more disciplined. I know he can still go wandering, try and do everybody else's job at times, but I think that he's been more disciplined this season and he's done well, especially going forward. That's like his main attribute, but I think that he's tightened up a wee bit defensively as well. I would actually go with a back 2 of Bruno Alves and McCrory. I think that McCrory handled Griffiths excellently, other than not getting the shout for Cardozo in the Old Firm, and he came round the back and slotted it home for their second. So I would start McCrory, give him a chance, see what he's all about at Hampden. I actually like big Cardozo though, so I wouldn't mind if Cardozo started over McCrory, to be honest with you. Declan John obviously in there at left back, again, came on to a right game when he came on against Partick Thistle. I don't think he was ready for it, but since then he's played excellently. With Jack and Dorrans in the middle, obviously Jack's returning from suspension, and hopefully Jack continues to do what he's doing and Dorrans continues to set up goals and score goals. With Daniel Candeias out on the right, obviously, I would actually love to see Miles Bierman get a chance at left midfield on Sunday, but it's not going to happen. Josh Windass will start in left midfield. The manager's actually come out and says basically that Windass will start. Then I will go with Pena, just behind Morelos. Pena again, looks like an absolute find. A guy that's played for his national team a number of times. We knew he had something about him. We're not going to pay that money on our budget for a player that just isn't going to cut it. And he's came out of the team, he's obviously worked on his fitness, he's been working on himself, he's not been munching too much and enjoying himself too much, and he's been scoring goals. He gets himself in that position and he slots it home. So that's all I'm going to touch on in this video. If you've enjoyed it, can we try and hit 100 likes? If we hit 100 likes, it lets me know as well that you guys are enjoying these type of videos and I can make them more regularly. So on Sunday, I'll be there, I'll be doing a wee vlog. I'll actually be there for about 12. I'm looking to interview some fans for a big project that I'm working on, and also I'll put in a wee bit from the fans into the video as well, see what they think, ask them their score prediction, ask them what they're thinking really, and we'll get that in the video as well. So if you're about 12 to 1, I'll be there, just floating about Hampden. Then come up, say hi, that'd be great. And that's going to do us for this match prediction. I will see you on Sunday. Come on the Rangers, 3-1, Bruno Alves, Cup Final versus Hibs. Kidding on, say it, I don't. I'm out.